You just purchased your 10th marketing tool to help manage and analyze your data for the year. Each vendor promised to solve your data problems. Each demo looked perfect. Clean dashboards, real-time insights, easy integration. But now you're 3 months in. The tools don't talk to each other, data doesn't match across platforms. Reports take hours to build, and you're spending more time managing tools than using them. Your marketing stack is supposed to create intelligence. Instead, it created complexity. This is the tool trap. More software doesn't equal better insights, and buying solutions before understanding problems leaves you with expensive shelfware. In this video, we're walking through how to think about marketing intelligence tools, what actually matters when you're building your stack, and how to avoid wasting money on software you will never use. The software vendor playbook. Here's how most marketing teams build their tool stack. First, a problem emerges. Campaign reporting takes too long, and you aren't confident in the numbers. So you start looking for solutions. You Google marketing analytics tools and get 50 results. Each one claims to be the best, revolutionary, AI-powered, enterprise-grade, game-changing. You watch demos, every demo looks good with sleek interfaces and impressive dashboards. The demo data always tells a perfect story. Sales tell you this tool solves everything. Data integration? Check. Attribution? Check. Visualization? Check. Predictive analytics? Check. One platform does it all. You buy it. Implementation starts. Then, reality hits. The seamless integration requires custom development. The AI-powered insights are basic alerts you could have built in a spreadsheet. The enterprise-grade platform crashes when you upload your actual data volume. 6 months later, you're back to square one. Different tool, same problems. But why does this keep happening? Because you're buying solutions before defining problems. And vendors are happy to sell you whatever you'll buy. What you actually need. Let's start over. Forget tools for a minute. What are you trying to accomplish? You're running campaigns across multiple platforms. Each platform has data. You need that data in one place. That's problem one. Data fragmentation. Once data is centralized, you need to understand which campaign drive results, not which campaigns touch customers, but rather which campaigns cause customers to buy. That's problem two, measurements. Once you measure what works, you need to see it clearly, not buried in spreadsheets, not hidden in complex queries, visual, intuitive, accessible. That's problem three, visualization. And once you see what works, you need to do something about it. Shift budgets, update targeting, optimize campaigns. That's problem four, activation. 4 problems, not one. Each problem needs different capabilities. No single tool solves all 4 well. This is the insight most marketers miss. You're not looking for one perfect tool. You're building a system of tools that work together to create intelligence. The data foundation layer. Start with data. If your data lives in silos, nothing else matters. You can't measure accurately, you can't visualize clearly, you can't activate effectively. You need tools that connect to your marketing platforms and centralize data. Data connectors, ETL tools, marketing data hubs. These tools pull data from ad platforms, analytics systems, CRMs, and other sources into one location. But connection is table stakes. The real question is, what happens after the connection? Some tools just move data. They copy information from source A to destination B. You still have inconsistent naming conventions, different time zones, multiple currencies. You're centralizing the mess, not fixing it. Better tools normalize data automatically. They map cost, amount spent, and total budget to a single consistent metric. They align time zones, they convert currencies, they standardize dimensions. This matters more than you think. When data is inconsistent, analysis breaks. You spend hours debugging why numbers don't match instead of finding insights. When choosing data tools, ask these questions. How many sources do they connect? Do connectors break when APIs change? Do they normalize data automatically? How do they handle schema changes? The answers separate tools that create work from tools that eliminate it. Funnel connects over 500 marketing sources with fully managed connectors. When APIs change, we update them. When new platforms launch, we build connectors. You connect once and data flows reliably. The measurement layer. Now you have centralized data. Great. But which campaigns actually drive growth? Your ad platforms will tell you. Google says it drove 500 conversions. Meta says it drove 500 conversions. LinkedIn says it drove 500 conversions. You didn't get 1,500 conversions. You got 500. Each platform uses last click attribution. Whoever touched the customer last gets credit. This creates a measurement fantasy where every channel looks amazing and total conversions exceed reality. You need measurement tools that show truth, not wishful thinking. Attribution tools track the full customer journey and distribute credit across touchpoints. Someone sees your ad on social, searches your brand on Google, reads your blog, signs up for an email, clicks a retargeting ad, then buys. Multi-touch attribution shows how these channels work together, not who touched last. But attribution has limits. It shows correlation, not causation. Just because someone saw your ad before converting doesn't mean your ad caused conversion. Incrementality testing fixes this. You run controlled experiments, hold out a portion of your audience from seeing ads, compare conversion rates between exposed and holdout groups. The difference is your true incremental impact. Marketing mix modeling takes another approach. It analyzes historical data to quantify each channel's contribution to business outcomes, while controlling for external factors: seasonality, competition, pricing, market conditions. Different measurement methods answer different questions. Attribution shows contribution. Incrementality shows causation. MMM shows efficiency across your full marketing mix. When evaluating measurement tools, ask, what question am I trying to answer? Does this tool answer that question? Or does it answer a different question and hope I don't notice? Funnel provides data-driven multi-touch attribution, incrementality testing, and marketing mix modeling in one platform. You choose the measurement method that fits your question. The visualization layer. You have centralized data. You have accurate measurements. Now you need to see it. This is where most teams overcomplicate things. They buy expensive business intelligence platforms, hire data engineers, build custom dashboards, spend months getting it right. Then stakeholders don't use it. Why? Because the dashboards are too complex, too many metrics, too much information, nobody knows what matters. Good visualization isn't about showing everything, it's about showing what matters. Start with your audience. What decisions do they make? What information do they need? What format works for them? Executives making budget decisions need high-level metrics: revenue contribution, customer acquisition efficiency, ROI by channel. 3 to 5 numbers, not 30. Campaign managers optimizing tactics need granular performance. Conversion rates by campaign, cost efficiency by audience, creative performance by variant. Detailed but focused. Different audiences, different dashboards. Not one mega dashboard trying to serve everyone. When choosing visualization tools, ask, how hard is it to build new dashboard? Can non-technical users create their own views? Does it connect to our data sources? Can we share dashboards with stakeholders? Some teams use dedicated BI tools like Looker or Tableau. Others use Google Sheets or Excel. Others use built-in dashboards from their marketing intelligence platform. The right answers depends on your team's technical capabilities and stakeholder preferences. Don't force everyone to learn complex BI tools if they just want a simple chart in their email. Funnel includes built-in dashboards for quick analysis and exports to popular BI tools, Google Sheets, and data warehouses for teams who want more control. The activation layer. You identified insights. Paid search drive 40% higher lifetime value customers than paid social. Great. Now what? Most marketing intelligence systems stop here. You learn something valuable, then you manually log into each ad platform and make changes. Adjust budgets, update targeting, refresh creative. This creates a lag between insight and action. By the time you implement changes, market conditions have shifted. The opportunity passed. Activation tools close this gap. They push insight back into your marketing platforms automatically. You identify a high-value audience segment. That segment flows to Meta, Google, and LinkedIn. Your campaigns optimize based on what's working. You discover that mobile traffic converts 30% better on weekends. You create automated rules that increase mobile bids on Saturdays and Sundays. No manual intervention. This is where marketing intelligence becomes powerful. The feedback loop between measurement and optimization happens continuously, not monthly. When evaluating activation tools, ask, which platform does it connect to? Can it push custom audiences? Can it automate budget adjustments? Does it maintain privacy compliance? Funnel Activate pushes first-party conversion data into ad platforms to improve targeting and attribution while staying privacy compliance. The all-in-one question. At this point, you're thinking, do I really need separate tools for data, measurement, visualization, and activation? Can't one platform do everything? Good question. Some platforms claim to handle the full stack, and some actually do it well. But here's the trade-off. All-in-one platforms offer convenience. one vendor, one contract, one support team, one interface to learn. This matters for smaller teams that don't have the resources to manage multiple tools. Best of breed's tool offers specialized capabilities. The best data connector isn't the same company as the best attribution tool. The best visualization platform isn't the same company as the best activation tool. Larger teams with technical resources often prefer best of breed. They integrate tools themselves and get exactly the capabilities they need. Smaller teams with limited resources often prefer all-in-one. They sacrifice some specialist functionality for simplicity. There's no right answer. It depends on your team size, technical capabilities, budget, and requirements. Building your stack strategically. Here's how to build a marketing intelligence stack that creates value instead of complexity. Start with your biggest problem. Don't try to solve everything at once. If data fragmentation is killing you, start there. Centralize data first, get that working, then add measurement. If you already have centralized data but don't know what's working, start with measurement. Add attribution or incrementality testing. Get clear answers. Then improve visualization. Avoid the temptation to buy everything upfront. Tools you're not using creates costs without benefits. Buy what you need now. Add capabilities as problems emerge. Choose tools that integrate. Your data platform should export to your BI tool. Your measurement platform should connect to your data platform. Your activation tools should receive data from your measurement platform. Disconnected tools create new silos. You're back where you started. Invest in tools that scale. That $99 a month tool looks cheap now. But what happens when you hit 100,000 rows of data and the price jumps to $10,000 a month? Understand pricing models before committing. Plan for growth, but don't overbuild. You don't need enterprise software if you're a 5-person team. Start with tools that fit your current scale and graduate to bigger tools as you grow. The build versus buy decision. Some teams think, why buy tools when we can build this ourselves? This makes sense in limited scenarios. If you have unique requirements that no vendor addresses, if you have engineering resources with nothing better to do, if your competitive advantage comes from proprietary marketing technology. For most teams, building is a mistake. Here's why. Building takes longer than you think. What seems like a 3-month project becomes a 12-month project. Meanwhile, you're still living with the original problem. Building costs more than you expect. Engineering time is expensive. Maintenance is expensive. Updates are expensive. The $50,000 annual cost of a vendor solution looks cheap compared to $200,000 in engineering costs. Building creates technical debt. Now you own code that needs maintenance. When APIs break, your team fixes them. When new platforms launch, your team builds connectors. This never ends. Unless marketing technology is your core competency, buy tools. Let vendors handle the technical complexity. You focus on strategy and optimization. The payoff. Intelligence that compounds. Here's what happens when you build your tool stack right. You stop spending time managing tools. Data flows automatically. Reports build themselves. Dashboards update in real time. You spend time analyzing, not wrangling. You stop questioning data accuracy. Metrics matches across platform. Numbers reconcile. Stakeholders trust your reporting. Debates shift from, is this data right? To, what should we do about it? You make better decisions faster. When you see which campaigns work, you scale them immediately. When you see what's broken, you fix it before it drains budget. Your marketing gets more efficient over time. You identify what works, and you double down. This is the difference between tools as expenses and tools as investments. Expenses are costs you minimize. Investments are resources you optimize for return. The right marketing intelligence tools turn marketing into an investment. Choose wisely. Marketing intelligence tools aren't about features, they're about outcomes. Don't buy tools because they have impressive capabilities. Buy tools because they solve real problems. Start simple and add complexity only when necessary. The best tool stacks isn't the biggest, it's the one that creates the most intelligence with the least complexity. At Funnel, we build a marketing intelligence platform that handles data integration, advanced measurement, visualization, and activation in one system. If you found this helpful, like and subscribe for more insights that turn your marketing campaigns into winning performances. See you in the next video.